what's up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're going to go over the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, May 26th. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome, guys. Every single night, we go over 3 to 5 hot OTC stocks that we're looking at to play, or if we're in overnight, to sell the next morning. At the end of the video, if you like what we got going on, feel free to hit the subscribe. It's somewhere down there. And we do this every single Tuesday, so make sure you come back. And you can always check out our channel for more stock content. We love talking about stocks, so let us know. Reach out to us. That is why we made our community, www.thestocksnipers.com. And that is why we have all these tools. I do want to give a big shout out to the team in the chat and in the website. Sniper Randy, Sniper Bo, Maddie J, Pete, Sniper P, all you guys. You guys have been posting some nice profits in the chat, but you've been also putting out good tickers that line up with our criteria. So this is awesome. We have more eyes there and everybody's locked in now looking. For tonight, what's awesome about the list tonight, the smaller list, we only have 3 stocks and we're actually in 1 stock overnight. So you're actually going to see how we play these stocks and our plan for this one pattern that we're looking at with the stock that we're in overnight, KYNC. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's dive into the watch list. Let's talk about the 3 stocks that we're looking at for tomorrow morning. All right, let's do it, guys. So on the left side is the watch list. On the right side is TD Ameritrade Stinker Swim. The first stock on the list, KYNC. The pattern we're playing is the 52-week breakout pattern. So if you trade with us, you know we really only focus on 4 patterns. That's what we're preaching. And with this pattern, the 52-week breakout, this is a pattern that comes time and time again. And this is one that it isn't ideal because it did not close at the high, and we don't really have too much of it. We actually don't have a cushion at all going in overnight. Ideally, if we're buying something overnight, we like to already be up going into the next day, and that happens. That's how these plays are designed to happen. Happens a lot. But since we're not up going in overnight and we're actually going in around even, let's go ahead and let's talk about our plan and how we're looking to execute this tomorrow within the first hour. So KYNC, this is a 52-week breakout. This is the 1-year chart, and that 52-week breakout was 0.0175. Today, they announced news at 8:30 saying that they're going to retire 400 million shares. That is very good news because if you're a shareholder, you now own a bigger percentage of the company. So that got the stock moving in the morning, and the stock actually broke past the 52-week highs. So now let's dive into the 1 day, 1 minute, and let's talk about the technicals, where we're looking to risk this stock. Or first, we'll talk about where we bought it, and then we're talking about where we're going to look to risk it. So after this stock went ahead and made those new highs right here in the morning, it came back down, but it started to create support, as you can see, around this 16155 area. And then going in towards the end of the day, it popped back over VWAP. That's where it creates even more support right below the breakout of 0.0165. And that's when we got interested in this last hour, when we like to lock in and look how this picture was painted. And as you can see, there is some more support that was created right around the breakout of 0.0165. So we felt safe in the last 30 minutes. We decided to go ahead and swing for it. And we bought 225,000 shares right here at 0.0173. For the breakouts in the OTC markets, when they have good news articles like this behind them, we like to see them gap up. And when they gap up, they tend to get a push. So ideally with KYNC, this one gaps up to 0.018, that resistance it made today. And ideally it gaps up over that, and then it gets a push tomorrow morning for us to be able to sell into. Now, if it doesn't gap up, since we don't have a cushion going in overnight, we're going to use the support down here in the 0.016s, 0.0165, 0.016 area to use that as our risk spot, just in case we have to play defense. Guys, that's one of the biggest parts of this game. Nobody ever talks about that, but you cannot go 100% in trading. So defense is huge, and that's why this watch list is huge, because it pays to prep. Just focus on the plan here, how we have it on the watch list, and if you're in with us, snipers, let's do it tomorrow. The plan is set. Let's go, KYNC. All right, the next 2 on the list, they're actually both on the list because they're both panic dip buys. Panic dip buy means that we're looking for these ones to panic, and we want to see a significant panic. I'm talking about 30, 40, 50% pullback, and that is within, the first opening hour of the trading. Ideally, what happens a lot of times is these things drop 20, 30% in the opening minutes where you can make a quick flip. So for both of these, they are plays that are up a little bit too much for us to be chasing them. So do not reach for these. Rather, wait for a pullback, all right? Both of these stocks have a history of coming down. So be on the safe side, wait for a pullback. But let's go ahead and let's talk about both of them. The first one is SBFM. That's the one that's right here. So this is an OTC stock that's actually interesting to watch because this had a really nice first screen, as you can see, up 140% because they actually came out with some significant news. And they said that their anti-cancer drug is actually showing that they're destroying cancer cells. So that is actually pretty significant for a penny stock. However, the stock being up 140% on the first screen day, it's a little bit too much for us to swing it overnight. So we stayed patient. We didn't swing this first screen day overnight. I saw a couple people in the chat bag this. Great job, guys. Congrats on that. I love seeing that. It's awesome to see this kind of movement. That's why we love the OTC land. Let's go into the day. Look at this kind of movement. It is beautiful, uptrend all day. So very nice snipers that did bag this. However, since we aren't in, and, this does have that significant news. Tomorrow morning, if the profit takers do step in and this gets a pullback, we really like the support down here in the 18-cent area. So if this gets that big of a pullback in the morning, that'll be around 30%. That'll be ideal for us. So that's what we'll be looking for tomorrow with SBFM. It does also have support around here in 19.5. And that news is pretty good. So this one should have eyes on it to get that bounce. So we'll be watching. And then last but not least, this is another one that's on our panic dip buy list. And look at this. It is on our panic dip buy list because this has actually been one that's been on our watch list since Monday for panic dip buy. But it didn't panic today. It got a dip today, but ended up continuing for that third straight green day. So the story of MJWL, that's the ticker, is this thing broke out on Friday of this breakout at 0.017. They came out with news saying that they're entering the cryptocurrency and mining sector, and that's what got this thing going. And that's why we love OTC stocks again, is because look at the opportunity here. After this thing broke out, it went up 600% plus. Today made day 3. All right, so now that it is day 3 of its breakout, it is in more favor of a pullback, a major pullback. So that's what we're going to be looking for here. Do not reach for this, okay? Do not buy this one on any more breakouts. Wait for this to pull back. It's going to come. And if this thing does pull back, we want to see, a 30 to 40% pullback on this one. Really coming all the way down to the mid 4s or the low 4s. That would be ideal. It does have a little bit support at 4.5 here. That's the last time when it dipped where it bounced off of. Keep in mind, 2 days ago, this was at 1.7. So with this one, again, we want to see that 30-40% dip. Ideally, it happens in the morning minutes, so that way that bounce could happen quick, and that's what we're looking for here. Let's go. Let's finally get the panic here, MJWL. Let's go. All right, snipers. So that wraps it up for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys picked up some new tickers, some new tips along the way. Again, if you really like what we got going on, you can check out our website. It's www.thestocksnipers.com, and we are trading in there with the gang every single day. Tomorrow we got Webinar Wednesday, where we do a live webinar every single Wednesday night at 8 o'clock to review our week in full. We had another green week, snipers, so we're excited to dive into that. Much love, my sniper fam. Much love, my YouTube fam. I'll see you guys here next Tuesday. Sniper Nick is out. See you guys.